Hello everybody. This is my first time posting a video on YouTube, but I wanted to post one because I watched this video on a girl named Alexandra Wallace that really offended me, so I kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit. This girl, as some of you have seen on YouTube, pretty much says some really ignorant comments about Asian people, and you know, she's just very, I think what bothered me is not, it bothered me a lot that she made these remarks about Asian people, but the fact that she says it in such a kind of a self-entitled way, as if she's better than these other people, was just really ignorant and really offensive. I'm not Asian, but I just can't stand ignorant people, period. And I just think that this girl did something really stupid, and I think maybe when she gets a little older, maybe she'll look back and hopefully realize that it was a mistake. But I have the video here, and I just wanted to...
UCLA, it's finals week, so we know that I'm not the most politically correct person, so don't take this offensively. I don't mean it.
Don't take this offensively. Okay, when she says don't take this offensively, you already know something stupid is going to come out of her mouth.
Towards any of my friends. I mean it towards random people that I don't even know in the library. So, you guys are not the problem. The problem is...
This is the problem.
These hordes of Asian people.
Okay, these hordes of Asian people. Hordes. Like, she makes it sound as if they're invading America. Like, these hordes of people are coming to our school. They're coming to America. These hordes of people. I don't know if she realizes, but there's a lot of people living in the U.S. It's not just her and her family. Like, there's millions of people living here. So, I don't know where she's coming off saying hordes of people, but she needs to get a grip with that comment.
Well, the UCLA accepts into our school every single year, which is fine.
Okay, UCLA accepts hordes of Asians into their school because Asians are good students. Did you not know that? My daughter goes to a school here in LA that is pretty much comprised of all different types of ethnicities. Some of them are white, some of them are black, some of them are Asian, some of them are Hispanic, but for the most part it's like comprised of half Asian. And it's one of the reasons that the school is one of the top schools in Los Angeles, is because half of the student body are Asians, and they help bring up the API scores, and that brings money to the school. So of course UCLA, well, I'm sure UCLA doesn't have API index like public schools do, but there is an incentive to have good students at your school. So she's really ignorant about that.
But if you're going to come to UCLA, then use American manners. So it used to really bug me, but it doesn't bother me anymore, the fact that all the Asian people that live in all the apartments around me, their moms and their brothers and their sisters and their grandmas and their grandpas and their cousins and everybody that they know that they brought along from Asia with them.
Okay, that sounds so ignorant and so offensive. You know, these people, and she's waving her arms around, they all come from Asia, they're all coming to my apartment, you know, they're all bringing their family members. Don't they have the right to be there and have family members visit them? It sounds like she's a little bit bitter that maybe nobody visits her. Or, you know what, it could be that maybe there's a little bit of a disturbance, but if that's the case, you know, why not go to the appropriate person and report it? Like, if she's really trying to study, or she's really just trying to have a relaxing weekend or whatever. Well, either way, you know, people can make noise unless it's not too late. So I don't know what she's getting off, acting like everybody's disturbing her precious little world. But if she's in an apartment, she needs to expect some noise from neighbors. I mean, it's a common thing. If you live in an apartment, you don't own a house, you know, you're living, I don't know if she's living in a dorm or an apartment complex or whatever, but there's people, and you're not the only one living there, and not everybody's going to accommodate to you.
Comes here on the weekends to do their laundry, buy their groceries, and cook their food for the week. It's seriously without fail. You will always see old Asian people running around this apartment.
Old Asian people. Wow, okay. That was nice of her to say. Old Asian people. Like, there aren't any old people from all different types of races. Like, these old Asian people seem to bother her too. Like, this poor old Asian guy is probably, you know, walking up the corridor or whatever, and she's, oh, old Asian guy, all these people. Like, she's just, I don't know, just the way she talks in general is just freaking annoying as hell. And she's just a little bitch. I'm sorry, excuse my language, but she just sounds like a bitch.
Complex every weekend. That's what they do. They don't teach their kids to fend for themselves. You know,
they don't teach their kids to fend for themselves. Now that's straight up BS, okay? Because I know plenty of Asian people, and that's not true at all. Like, these people are very hardworking individuals. They're very intelligent, and they're very self-sufficient. They're not, you know, relying on their mommy and daddy to take care of them for their whole lives. They're just, you know, they own businesses. They get good positions in our community. You know, I can speak because, I mean, I live in Los Angeles, and she goes to UCLA, and so, you know, I'm aware of our community. And this girl, I don't know where she comes from. I don't know if she's from Los Angeles or if she's just from out of state coming to UCLA and this is like new to her, but she just sounds extremely stupid, and she needs to get a big time clue.
They don't also teach them is their manners, which brings me to my next point.
Yeah, the point about the library.
In America, we do not talk on our cell phones in the library.
In America, we don't talk in the cell phones in the library. In America, you're not, in any place, you're not supposed to talk in the library with a cell phone on. But this isn't a rule that should be pointed out to Asians. This is a rule that should be pointed out to everybody, because I have been in certain circumstances where people talk on the cell phone and it's just, you know, inappropriate. You know, even if you're like in a doctor's office, they're kind of loud, or, you know, not saying you can't talk in a doctor's office, but there's just some places where you don't want to hear somebody just rambling and ranting and talking louder than they should. And that goes for everybody, not just Asians. I mean, I've seen plenty of people talking in libraries, and not just Asians, okay? I've seen all races, okay? Again, this is Los Angeles. There are races from A to Z here, and there are rude people from A to Z. It's not just Asians. And actually, Asians are one of the few type of people that are rude. I can say that because I've seen it. I mean, I've lived here my whole life, and they're generally very, you know, soft-spoken, humble people. Not to make a generalization, you know, I don't mean to offend anybody, but, you know, they're pretty cool people, you know, they're really nice, and they're not out there to be rude. And you know what's funny too is that she points out the Asian people. I wonder what she thinks about other races. You know, what does she think about, you know, Latinos or blacks? Why doesn't she post a video about that? I wonder if it's because she knows that they'll probably kick her ass. Like, you know, it's funny that she picks on Asian people. Out of all the people she could make comments about and post a video on, she posted on Asian people. Try saying that about black people or Latino people, and I don't think that she would have the balls to do that.
Very fair. Every 5 minutes, I will be, okay, not 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm not even going to go through the entire video anymore because I think I've said enough about her. But I think we could all agree that she is extremely ignorant and extremely stupid, talks out of her ass, has nothing intelligent to say, at least not in this video. She portrayed herself as a complete fool. That's one thing she did accomplish, is making herself look extremely foolish. And I'd be ashamed to be one of her friends or even know her or be associated with her. So I don't know if she lost friends or gained friends from this, but I sure as hell wouldn't, you know, I would stay away from this chick. She sounds like an idiot. That's it. Thank you. Bye.